Hey guys, it's your girl Candy Lee and I am sick, but that is not going to stop me from giving you guys some good information. Today we're talking about trimming natural hair, and over the course of this video I'm going to explain why you need to trim your hair, and also I'm going to demonstrate how I trim my natural hair. The first thing I want to stress is that you can always cut more hair, but you can never put back the hair that's been cut. Okay, so how do you know when it's time to cut your ends? Well, you might notice that the ends of your hair tend to get brittle, and there's a point where my hair is more solid, and then beyond that point, it's a little more see-through. Those ends are dead and gone, they need to be gotten rid of. So, I'm just going to cut them off. You'll notice I cut very little of my hair, and a little bit goes a long way. It makes a huge difference. Okay, so from this point on, I'm going to use the hair that has already been cut as a guideline. So when you move up to the next section, detangle it and add some of the hair that's already been cut to the section that you're about to cut. And I'm just going to continue doing that process all the way up my hair. One of the main benefits of trimming your hair is getting rid of those old, damaged, dead ends, okay? So let me explain. Your ends are the oldest part of your hair, and as such, those are the parts that damage first. And that damage spreads and makes its way up the shaft of your hair. But when you cut off that damaged end, it allows your hair to keep growing past that point. Which brings me to point 2. When you trim your hair, you seem to notice a boost in your hair's growth. Because instead of your hair being damaged and breaking off by itself, you are cutting it before that point. And so you tend to retain the length longer. Point 3, when you have dead ends, your hair tends to just look and feel less healthy. But if you cut those ends off, it's going to be stronger, it's going to grow longer, it's going to feel healthier, look shinier, all of the above. So this is why regular trims are important. Some people, they would rather cut wet hair. I prefer dry hair, but I'm going to cut the right side dry and the left side wet, just so you can see kind of the difference. And also just to show you that it really doesn't matter, in my opinion. Okay, so for this side, I'm still going to use the same exact process. I'm going to start from the bottom, determine what needs to go, and make my cut. But at the same time, I need to think about how much did I cut from the other side. Which I've been doing this for a long time, so I can kind of just tell how much I cut from one side versus how much I still need to cut from the other without really pulling them down. And honestly, I just don't care that much. If my hair is uneven, it's gonna be fine. It'll grow back, it'll be okay, but I'm not gonna cut 5 inches from one side and 1 inch from the other. That just doesn't make sense. If you are going to cut your hair while it's wet, then you would want to shampoo and deep condition before the cut. But if you are going to cut your hair while it's dry, I would prefer to shampoo and condition it after the cut has been made. You will instantly see and feel the difference as you're washing freshly trimmed hair. Okay guys, that's all the tips and tricks and advice that I have for you today as far as trimming your natural hair. Even if you're trying to grow out your hair, it needs to be trimmed, or you're going to not see as much growth as you could be seeing with regularly trimmed hair. And by regularly, I trim my hair about every 6 to 10 weeks. Sometimes I go a little longer, sometimes I go a little sooner. Alright guys, so I gotta get some rest, some medicine maybe, and I gotta get over this sickness because I got stuff to do. Alright, with that being said, I'm out.